Millwrights are unique hybrid artisans. They master both the heavy physical mechanics of industrial machinery and the electrical power driving it. Unlike academic engineers who register with professional councils like ECSA, millwrights follow a hands-on occupational trade route. They are the professionals responsible for keeping our core industrial environments running, installing and repairing equipment in factories, pumping stations, and large-scale conveyor systems. This video provides a step-by-step roadmap to earning your official trade certificate from the Quality Council for Trades and Occupations, or QCTO. In South Africa, obtaining this exact certificate is the only legally recognized proof that you have mastered this complex dual-discipline trade. Step 1 is choosing your entry route. This choice depends entirely on whether you are starting fresh or if you already have uncertified experience. This flowchart illustrates the two paths. The standard apprenticeship route, seen here on the left, moves through 3 distinct phases: classroom theory, workshop practicals, and supervised site experience. On the right is the Artisan Recognition of Prior Learning, or ARPL, designed for employed individuals. You must submit a detailed portfolio of evidence, proving years of verifiable workplace experience. While these preparation methods differ completely, they both funnel you toward the exact same rigorous final trade test. During your workplace phase, you will maintain a Work-Integrated Learning, or WIL, logbook. As highlighted here, you must record specific dates and clear descriptions of every task you perform. There is a strict administrative requirement attached to this document. Every single daily diary entry must be signed off by a qualified mentor or supervisor. The most common reason applications are rejected is submitting a logbook that heavily favors one discipline over the other. Because a millwright is a dual trade, your documented evidence must prove equal competence in both mechanical fitting and electrical circuitry and drives. Your logbook functions as a binding legal record. It ultimately determines whether you can attempt the trade test. Once your preparation is complete, gather your document pack to apply at an accredited trade test center. This pack includes a certified ID, proof of N-level theory equivalence, and your completed logbook or portfolio. The trade test involves a theory exam, hands-on practical execution, and a summative assessment focused on real-world fault finding. Be aware of the primary reason candidates fail the practical component: unsafe fault-finding procedures. Any safety violation during the test results in an instant failure, regardless of how technically accurate your actual work might be. The final assessment evaluates a professional, safety-first attitude just as heavily as it tests your mechanical and electrical knowledge. Passing the physical test is a huge milestone, but it triggers a strict administrative chain of command to issue your physical certificate. Looking at this timeline, the first handoff happens when your trade test center sends your documents to the relevant SETA. They have 5 working days to complete this step. Next, the SETA forwards those documents to the National Artisan Moderating Body, or NAMB, taking up to 10 days. Finally, NAMB sends their official recommendation to the QCTO, which has 21 working days to issue the certificate. If you experience delays during this waiting period, you must never contact the QCTO directly. All communication regarding your certification status must go exclusively through the original center where you conducted your trade test. Understanding and respecting this precise bureaucratic timeline ensures your paperwork moves smoothly and doesn't get flagged. This illustration shows the final result of the process: your official QCTO trade certificate, officially stamped with the prestigious red seal. This document holds immense economic value. It is the definitive proof to any industrial employer in South Africa that you possess true dual mastery of your craft. With this certification, you are now fully qualified to take command of massive, complex industrial environments across the country. You hold the skills to build and maintain the infrastructure that keeps the economy moving. Check the description below for official links to accredited providers and NAMB guidelines, and begin your application.